Welcome, Yogi, to our thoracic warmer. So in this little express practice, we're going to warm up around the chest, the heart, the shoulders, the arms, the wrists. So a little bit more energizing than the morning limber, a little bit more loading on the shoulders and the wrists. But a great way to start the day, or else have a little break in your day if you've been sitting for long periods of time. So you won't need any props for this practice. So either sitting in Virasana or seated on a chair, Sukhasana, cross-legged. It's going to bring the hands to heart center and start with a little bit of breath focus to generate that energy flow in and around the heart space. So as you rest the hands to heart center, a little bit of space between the palms, sitting with the posture upright, just a little tuck through the chin, length through crown. As you focus on the breath coming in and out of the nose, smooth, steady flow. And just keeping that little tuck through the chin as we come into Ujjayi breath, starting to make a little smooth rasping sound up and down the back of the throat, a little bit like a gentle snore or the sound of the ocean. It's like you're rasping the breath down through the back of the throat as you breathe in and back up through back of throat as you breathe out. Creating that little bit of an internal vibration of energy flow. You might find the breath is more focused in and around the chest area when we're breathing Ujjayi breath. There's 5 more steady flows of breath, smooth rasping sound. And then interlacing the fingers so that you can press the palms out, tuck the tail under and have a little stretch into the back body as you draw the sit bones together, scoop through the lower belly. Really round into the back body. Take a couple of those Ujjayi breaths into the mid-back, back of heart as you broaden the shoulder blades. And then nice deep breath in as you raise the arms up, press the hands up towards the ceiling and spread the sit bones. Get a nice stretch through the front body. A couple of Ujjayi breaths up and down the front of the chest. And then we'll lengthen through the tail, tuck the chin, so coming back into your posture, bring the hands back down to your heart center. Taking the arms wide as you breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, bring the hands to heart center. 2 more as you take a breath in, reach up. Breathing out, back to heart center. Breathing in to reach up. Breathing out, hands back to heart center. From here, we're going to take the left arm up to nice and high, right hand to the floor, nice deep breath. And as you breathe out, tipping to the right, letting that right shoulder sink. A couple of Ujjayi breaths up and down that left side of rib to armpit. And then as you inhale, come back up to center. Exhale over to the left side, reaching through right fingers, a couple of Ujjayi breaths into those right ribs to armpit. And softening into that left shoulder, the elbow sinks. And then as you inhale, coming back up, exhale, floating the right arm wide as you float the hands to shoulder height. Find a little hug into your armpits. And then turning the left palm up, roll the right shoulder forward, palm towards the ceiling behind you. And then alternating, so getting that little bit of rotation through the shoulders, shoulder blades. One's rolling up and over, one's rolling down the back in opposite directions to one another. And then it's creating a little bit of a bend in the elbows, and as you turn the palm up beside the face, turning the face towards that palm. Getting a little bit of rotational movement through the shoulders, but also into the thoracic rib cage, the mid-back. So limbering up those shoulder joints before we load onto them as we start to unravel, releasing that bend in the elbows. And eventually bringing the arms out wide again as you take a nice deep breath in, reach up. Breathing out, bring hands to heart center. And then from here, coming to all fours, hands shoulder width apart, lots of space between your thumbs, knees together, Just giving those knees a little bit of a rotation, warming them up, but also finding that little hug into your armpits, so you're loading into the shoulders. Spread the fingers, broad finger pads, going back the other way. And then as you come back to center, place the knees to hip width apart, letting the tops of the feet rest on the floor. Take a little hug into those armpits as you push into the hands, round the back, and really press into the tops of the feet, stretching out the back body, making that space through back of heart. As you inhale, we're going to tip the pelvis forward, tuck the toes, coming into your cow pose as you roll the shoulders back and down, peeling open front of heart. And then release the feet, coming into your cat as you breathe out, flex the spine, push into hands and shins. Inhale, cow, as you tuck the toes, spread the sit bones. 2 more as you breathe out, flex, sit bones come together. Breathing and extending, sit bones turn up towards the ceiling. Breathing out to flex. Last cow pose as you breathe in to extend. And this time as you breathe out and flex, draw those sit bones together, hold your cat pose, take a breath into the back body, and as you breathe out, gliding back into child. Just for 3 of those, as you inhale, coming up, find that hug into your armpits, exhale, sit bones together, rounding the back body as you glide back. 2 more as you inhale, lift, exhale, glide. 1 more as you inhale, lift. This time as you exhale, glide back to child. We'll hold there. And once your buttocks reaches the heels, maybe your arms need to extend just that little bit further out. Spread the fingers, lots of space between those thumbs. Broad mid-back, hug into the armpits. And then as you inhale, lift up, shoulders over wrists. Breathing out, gently sink the hips towards the floor, drawing your sit bones together and press through the hands so you can peel open the heart. Maybe a little swing with the hips from side to side. Trying to lift the heart up towards the sky, maybe even lift the face. And then as you come back to center, we're going to tuck the toes under, lift the buttock, push back into your downward facing dog. Have a little pedal out with the feet, release those Achilles and calves, extend through the tail. Try and stretch them out away from your toes. And then as you bring the feet back to hip width apart, we're going to come right up onto the toes. Nice deep breath. As you breathe out, roll into your plank. Shoulders over wrists. Make it a gentle one to begin with. Upward dog as you release to the knees. Sit bones together. Press into the floor to peel open front of heart. Toes tuck. Lift through the core. Lifting buttocks towards the ceiling. Nice deep breath as you lift the toes. And then breathing out, roll into your plank. Maybe it's to knees, or you might release the tops of the feet. Sit bones together, press into the floor. Upward facing dog, peel open the heart, the throat. 2 more as you inhale, lift. Exhale, sink the heels. Inhale, lift. Exhale to your plank, maybe from knees, or roll to the toes on tops of feet. Sit bones together. Press through the front of the hips, open up through heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink through the heels. And this time as you inhale up onto toes, exhale, hold your plank. Maybe it's on your knees or on your toes. Keep those hips lifted. Use your core as you squeeze the elbows in, lower to the earth. Press into the tops of the feet. Sit bones together, roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, peel open. Exhale, lower. Last one as you inhale, peel open. Exhale, lower, tuck the toes, push it to the floor, lift back into your downward facing dog. There's that little pedal out with the feet, find that little hug into your armpits. As you ground into that left foot, raise the right leg up. Nice deep breath. And as you breathe out, step the right foot through, heel underneath the knee. Press into that left hand. Inhale, peel open with the right. And taking 3 deep breaths there as you tuck in through that right sit bone. Press back through the left heel. As you press into left hand, peel open through the right shoulder blades, spiral through the waist. Finding that Ujjayi breath as you tuck the chin. And then as you release the hand to the floor, push into the floor, come back into your downward dog. And grounding into that right heel, raise the left leg. Nice deep breath. As you breathe out, left foot between the hand, heel underneath the knee. Press into that right hand. Inhale, raise the left arm up. Exhale, draw in through the belly to twist. Tucking in through that left sit bone, pushing back through the right heel. Find your ujjayi breath for 3 more breaths as you press into that right hand. Peel open through the left shoulder blade. Open through the heart as you spiral through the waist. And then we'll release that left hand to the floor. Push back into your downward dog. Find that hug into your armpits. Nice deep breath as you lift onto toes. Exhale, roll your way through to plank. Maybe it's on knees or toes. Squeeze those elbows in. Lower to the earth. Press into the feet, sit bones together, shoulders back and down as you peel open. As you breathe out, lower, toes tuck. Push back into your downward dog. Nice deep breath in, lift the toes. Use your breath out for core as you come into your plank. Toes or knees, elbows squeeze in, lower to the earth. Inhale, peel open, shoulders back and down, sit bones together. Exhale, lower. 3 more as you inhale, lift back. Exhale, sink the heels. Inhale, lift the toes. Exhale, through to your plank. Pause there as you take a breath in, maybe on knees or toes. Lower the heart before the hips. Exhale to lower. 2 more. Inhale, peel open. Exhale, lower. Toes tuck. Inhale, back. Exhale, sink the heels. Inhale, toes. Exhale, plank. Inhale, pause. If your hips lower before the heart, you're on your knees. Exhale, lower to the earth. Inhale, peel open, shoulders back and down. Smile, open those collarbones. Exhale, lower. Toes tuck. Inhale, lift the bottom. Exhale, sink the heels. 1 more as you inhale, lift. Exhale, roll. Inhale, pause, maybe toes or knees. Exhale, lower. Inhale, peel open, maybe it's an upward dog, coming up onto those toes, knees are off the floor. And then inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, sink the heels. Take another breath in as you lift up onto toes. And as you breathe out, slowly lower knees to the floor. Release into child with the arms extended out, buttocks to heels. Wiggle the arms in, so you're going to bring the palms together, elbows nice and close. And then bring the thumbs to back of neck, giving those triceps a little stretch out. Maybe you can walk the elbows in a little closer towards the forehead or extend them a little further towards the top end of your mat. It's allowing that breath through your ujjayi flow up and down the spine. Creating that smooth, rasping sound to increase the energy flow, increase that vibration in and around your chest, your heart, your lung. And then eventually release the hands back to the floor. Elbows might be a little bit wider as you turn the palms up. Little fingers turning towards one another. Shoulders relaxed. And as you close your eyes, finding that ujjayi breath. That smooth, rasping sound as you draw the breath up and down the back of the throat. Up and down the spine. Allowing the face, the jaw, the shoulders to soften. Just feeling that expansion and contraction in and around your heart space. Expansion and contraction all the way up and down your spine. And then slowly releasing the palms to the floor. Walk the hands in 1 inch at a time so you can bring yourself back upright. Bring the hands back to heart center. Just a little tuck through the chin, length through tail and crown. As we bow our heads and acknowledge the light, the love, and the wisdom within our hearts. Namaste.